writers, I'm Linda Writes for Kids, and today we're going to talk about 4 things you can do starting today to help you work your way toward becoming a children's author. Okay, the first step is to begin reading a lot in the genre that you would like to be published in. Get to know those books, get to know that genre. Look at word count or page count. Look at how much time is spent, how many pages are spent getting into the beginning, how many are devoted to the middle, how much to the end. Look at the specific structure of books that are being published today, currently, in the genre that you're interested in. Look at word choice. What about this writing makes it really stand out? What kind of words are being used? Study the story arc. How does that work in this book? And look at different themes in different genres. So really, really get to know the genres that you are interested in working in. This is really important to know about at the outset. So the sooner you get started on that project, the better. Okay, so that's step number 1. Next up, number 2. Okay, step number 2, make time to write, and make time to write regularly. Now, I know everyone is exceptionally busy in this world. We are all go, go, go all the time. But if you carve out 5 or 10 minutes for yourself every now and then as regularly as possible, that will go a long way in terms of building your writing skills. When I was beginning to write, I had no free time, except when I was maybe sitting on the soccer field waiting for my kids during practice or something like that. And so that is actually where I began my writing. I started on the soccer field, at the baseball diamond, during practices when I wanted to be there, but I didn't have to pay close attention to what was happening. And so you can carve out time in small bits if you need to. In larger bits are ideal. You don't need any fancy equipment. I started with a notebook and a pen. You don't need a special office space. I have a friend who started writing in her laundry room. She had enough space to push a little desk in there and a lamp, and that's where she would go in the mornings before her kids were up and about, and she would get some writing in that way. So some things you have to do to get better at, and writing is one of them. So make time to begin writing regularly, as much as you can, given your other parameters and commitments. Okay, number 3 is study the craft of writing. On the internet, you will find loads and loads of sites that are all about writing craft. What the rules are, what best practices are. It's not all what your teacher told you in school. So begin to really learn the writing craft. Go on the internet. There are lots of books available. Also, I will link some below, ones that I have looked at and have utilized and feel are good choices. So I will link those below. But begin to really know the craft. Understand things like passive voice and paragraphing, and we can do some videos on formatting and grammar things, but begin now to dig into the internet and into books to begin really studying the craft. Okay, and step number 4, begin connecting with other writers. This is really easier to do than you might think. There are Facebook groups that all you have to do is ask to join, and you can be part of a Facebook group of writers. There are Instagram accounts of writers and illustrators that are easy to access. There's a quite large group on Reddit of writers, children's writers. So you can go there to begin to connect it and talk with other people in the business or working toward being in the business. And finally, Twitter is just a huge resource for writers. There is a giant community on Twitter of writers. A lot of people who write will hashtag #amwriting, and so that's one thing that you can look for. You can search #amwriting hashtags on Twitter. That's a great way to find writers. Another hashtag that's commonly used is hashtag writing community. And these are all people who are interested in connecting with other writers. So that's a great place to begin following people. If any of my subscribers here want to follow me on Twitter and leave me a note letting me know that you're a subscriber here, I will for sure follow you back. And that will help us to connect even more on Twitter instead of just here. But yeah, it's a great community out there, a very supportive community. If you're going to be on social media as a writer, you want to keep it very positive. You want to, it's not that you can't say if things have got you down. I mean, we all get rejection letters and we all get down sometimes, and there's a great deal of support there. But in general, try to keep it very positive, keep it professional, because I'll tell you what, editors and agents look at your Twitter feed to see what they can learn about you. So in social media, you want to keep it very positive and professional, but there is a great supportive community out there of writers that you can be a part of also. So those are my 4 steps for beginning your journey down the road toward being a published children's author. You can start today. I hope you'll leave me some comments below. Tell me what genres you're interested in working in. Tell me where you can be found on social media. Send me questions, things that you would like me to cover in videos for you. And please hit the subscribe button and the bell. That way you'll be notified when my next video comes out. Thanks so much for being with me today. Until I see you again, happy writing.